guys, HTV here and welcome back to another video going over Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Now this is a very exciting video because some more leaks, or well, rumours came out yesterday on 4chan, and there's a lot of information to go around in today's video, all about like what's happening in the games and, you know, when they're released, anything like that. So again, these are all just rumors. There's nothing credible about this. It's just someone that's come out and said that they apparently work for Nintendo and everything like that. But of course, we're going to go through all the stuff that this person has said and see if it, you know, makes sense or not. And let's try and get excited about it. Anyway, if you guys are excited for the video, please remember to leave a like down below. It's about the video channel, all that good stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you guys enjoy. So here we are with the supposed leak, and he starts off the post saying, "Good day, everyone." Very nice of you, very polite. So after everything that's been happening, I've decided to come forward with leaks that are indeed credible. Again, this is just this random person saying that they're credible. We have no information on whether this person is, you know, telling the truth, or whether they're just trying to like jump on the hype train and like just get their own leaks out there. Because anyone can say what this person's about to say. It's just, you know, it's some exciting stuff and hopefully it's true. Anyway, first of all, most of the other leaks that are appearing elsewhere are fake. So maybe that's stuff that we went over in yesterday's video, maybe that's fake, maybe the original post was fake. You know, we'll have to see all that, but apparently he's just kept calling those other guys fake, apparently. Anyway, I'm potentially risking my job, but I had plans to leave Nintendo a few months anyway, so apparently he's leaking it because he's going to leave Nintendo. I don't know, again, it could, I mean, I could jump on 4chan and put this on. So there's nothing credible about it. They've just literally put that in, I guess, to make it more believable. Whether it is true or not, we'll have to see. Anyway, so here's a lot of information, and there's a lot of information, guys. Look at all of this that we got to go over. Like, this is all to do with the new game, so, you know, strap in your seatbelts, guys. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Anyway, here's what I have. The games are called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which we already knew. Nintendo want to expand the Pokemon brand by giving Pikachu a partner ambassador and therefore giving Pokemon a new face. We have mentioned in previous videos that Eevee is kind of the second Pokemon that's like the second mascot of the whole franchise, hence why all the merchandise is being sold, and, you know, Eevee's really going into the spotlight a lot more. I mean, Eevee is a very cute, like, Pokemon, you know, just like Pikachu. It's a very mascot worthy, you know, everyone loves Eevee, as like most people love Pikachu. It's just one of those Pokemon that a lot of people can, you know, just really like and enjoy, which again is why I guess it's a second mascot. Anyway, hence why the spotlight has been all over Eevee these past few months, which I've just said, with all the merchandise and the new movie and anything like that. Anyway, the new games still have some things left to be done, but so far, here's what I have. So the games will take place in Kanto and question mark. So I take it that that's a different region, apparently a brand new region being released in these Kanto games. I'm not sure about the 100 years in the future rumor, because red and blue do appear in the games, but they're significantly older, which I did say in the last couple of videos that we made on this. I did say maybe it is set quite far into the future, so maybe red and blue are a little bit older, because they were older in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, so we know they are definitely growing up. So maybe this is just further on from that, and they're growing older a bit. And like I say, maybe blue can be the professor, red could be a champion again, Professor Oak may have passed away. We don't know, but if it's set in the future, I mean, Professor Oak's already, what, like 60, so he's definitely getting on a bit. If it is set like 20 odd years in the future, maybe he didn't make it to 80, you never know what could have happened. Because all this stuff that is going on, like, that we will be reading on, could definitely link in with maybe Professor Oak passing away. Anyway, this is Generation 8. Nintendo are taking a new look forward with Pokemon on the Switch. So apparently even though a lot of people do believe it's going to just be a remake of Kanto, apparently it's Generation 8. And I mean, if the games are completely different, you know, with a different storyline and everything like that, yes, we're going back to Kanto, but Kanto isn't a generation, it's a region. So you can't really say that Kanto is Gen 1, because Kanto is Gen 3 as well because of the remakes. You know, Kanto is just a region. You can go back to Kanto and still have a new generation. So, you know what I mean? Just because we're going back to Kanto, apparently, doesn't mean it's still Generation 7. So I'm on board with that being Generation 8. Anyway, the Kanto, well, it's just the same thing. The Kanto in this game is much different from Kanto in the past games. There was a tragedy that resulted in Kanto I think I spelled wrong, in Kanto being broken off into different smaller islands. So basically Kanto, as we know, which isn't huge anyway, could have been broken off. So maybe there's, like, you know how Cinnabar Island, maybe there's loads of different islands like that, but just, you know, relatively bigger. Again, this whole thing that, you know, has happened, the tragedy may have, you know, killed Professor Oak, we don't know. But a new huge island formed in the middle of the region. This island is bigger than any of Alola's, so big that it's considered its own region. So I guess it's a huge island surrounded by loads of small islands, I do believe. Yes, it's true. some of the Italian leakers' rumours were true. Kanto is the smaller islands that surround the bigger region, which is the main metropolis. Pokemon is taking an entirely different route with these games, surprising everyone with a brand new formula they have brought forward with the Switch. So as we can see, it's basically kind of like Kanto, surrounded by loads of smaller islands, and then maybe like another region as well, which I would be really happy with, you know. The video that we made yesterday, I wasn't super stoked on it because obviously everything wasn't great, like there only being 151 Pokemon and stuff like that. This is much better, you know. I'm much more on board with this thing happening as opposed to what we did go over yesterday. Anyway, there will be new Pokemon, a lot of them evolutions and pre-evolutions, which is wild, you know. That's what I've always wanted in my top 10 hopes. I did go in to say there could be a lot of new evolutions and stuff. Evolutions of Farfetch'd, evolutions of Luvdisc, Corsola, everything like that. Pre-evolutions could be of Lapras, could be of Absol, could be of Mawile, could even be a Pokemon like Scyther maybe, we don't know. Could be a lot of pre-evolutions of Pokemon in Kanto, which would be wild. I'd be so up for that. So no word on Gorochu, but Eevee is getting a new evolution, which will be in the new movie. A lot of people did believe it would be there would be a new Eeveelution in the movie because it kind of just looked like that, because obviously Eevee is like one of the main, you know, like Pokemon in that movie. But apparently a new Eevee is getting a new getting an Eeveelution, which just makes sense to me. Like, that's not even surprising to me. It's Gen 8, and it, you know, the Eeveelutions usually get released every 2 generations. I guess Gen 1 and 2, you know, don't really matter, but Gen 4 obviously, and then Gen 6, so now it's Gen 8. And obviously, with the fact that, you know, it's a game about Eevee, so why wouldn't they make an Eeveelution for it? It just makes sense to me. But that's really cool. Like, that's just one of the main things I want, just a brand new evolution, you know. So the battle mechanics are relatively the same. The rumors of Go's integration in the games are overstated. So that's great. Like I say, Pokemon Go in the games will be awesome. I like the whole catching sequence, but I don't want it to, like, too much Pokemon Go into the new games, because they are separate things completely, but it's nice to see that they're getting integrated. So Pokemon are in the overworld, which is wild, you know. I guess that's another bit of Pokemon Go where you can just, like, run up to Pokemon and catch them and stuff. That's really cool. I'm not sure whether Pokemon will still be in the grass and stuff. It makes sense for them to be, but we'll have to see. Catching Pokemon is made to be a bit harder, resulting in Pokeballs, etc. being cheaper in the mart. So I guess if it is Pokemon Go, like spinning the ball and stuff, I guess that would be a little bit harder. Anyway, you can transfer Pokemon from Go to these games. There is only one Snake Legendary. It is part poison, and it is a major factor in the Kanto disaster. So maybe it poisoned a lot of people. I don't know, corroded the land maybe. This will be the first Legendary Pokemon that is part poison though, which is wild. I mean, a Snake Legendary as well, that'd be really cool. But yeah, I'd be definitely on board with that. That'd be really, really cool. Anyway, next up, it wasn't shown or told about the other legend. Oh, I wasn't shown or told about the other legendary. It appears in the Eevee version. So there are 2 separate legendaries. Apparently, the Snake one, I guess, is in the Pikachu edition, and then Eevee, we don't know. So that's all I'm getting from that. So Pokemon follow you again, which is awesome. Game Freak finally understood how important it was for fans to have Pokemon following us again, which is really cool. We do want that feature. Obviously, we did see that Pikachu kind of like running sprite. I'm not sure if that will be for all the Pokemon, but we'll just have to see. The starters are indeed the original 3 from Kanto, with a gifted Pikachu or Eevee given to you depending on the version, which is really cool. I didn't even think about that as an option. I guess it's not really Yellow Remix though, is it, to be fair? It's like their own separate game, so yes, there is a lot taken from Yellow and stuff, but I'd be really on board with that. Being able to choose like Charmander, Bulbasaur, or Squirtle, and then getting Pikachu or Eevee, I'd be really happy with that. That'd be so cool. But then does that mean that your rival gets 2 Pokemon as well? I really don't know. We'll have to see. But that'd be cool. Like, say I picked Charmander and then got Eevee, and then my rival chose Squirtle and got an Eevee, and then like you could evolve the Eeveelution stuff. That'd be really cool. Anyway, a lot of ideas in this game came from ideas from fans, which is cool. That's a really cool idea. The evil team in this game are very much different from the rest. They're very passionate and driven for their goals. I don't know their names or what their actual goal is. Their theme is silver, so I have no idea about that. You know, I'm just literally seeing what you guys are seeing. I'm just reading it how it is. No idea about the evil team, but their theme is silver, which is cool. Version differences are quite major in this game, going beyond black and white even, which is really nice. It gives you an incentive to actually buy both games. Plus and minus were original ideas for the games, hence where the smaller islands and bigger metropolis ideas came from. And obviously, I didn't make any videos on it, but there was a load of leaks and stuff about Pokemon Plus and Pokemon Minus ages ago. And there is no such thing as an Ultra Shiny. I still think the Ultra Shiny is just going to be a TCG set, because obviously it was trademarked by Nintendo, but we'll just see. Story-wise, it is amazing from what I've heard and seen. This is one of the most emotional Pokemon games with a story that will make you tear up. This is a deeper meaning to the evil team's goals in this game. which is wild. I really want an emotional Pokemon game. You know, Mystery Dungeon to me was the only emotional Pokemon game I've ever played, which actually made me like, oh man, I don't want that happening. So if that actually happens again in this game, I'll be completely on. I'll be on board with it. Anyway, the music is a next level entirely, which is awesome. We all want that. A whole host of other characters make appearances in these games. They are of course much older now. The Lapras leak was an early screenshot from around last September or October. The graphics are a step up from that, nothing like Ultra Sun, etc. There is a dynamic camera. So obviously we did see that Lapras picture ages ago. A lot of people were like speculating the fact that that could be the next games, but obviously said that there was a lot of links to obviously Ultra Sun and Moon with the design wise, but apparently that was just a very early product, so just a beta version of what the game will be. Also bear in mind that the screenshot was from the handheld Switch. The games look even more incredible on television, which just makes sense. And so that's all that bit. And then gyms are back, 4 from the Kanto Islands and 4 from the new region. I'm completely on board with that. That sounds amazing. Johto still exists with a few changes here and there. You can visit there, but there are no gyms anymore. This is because Johto is taking a different route with trainers finding themselves and bonding with their Pokemon. Not sure how I feel about that, because Johto is one of my favorite regions, so the fact that they've kind of just not scrapped Johto, but kind of made it not very good, I'm not too sure about that. But think about Trials, but better. I like Trials. I wasn't a huge fan of it, like as compared to like gyms. Like gyms are much better than Trials in my opinion, but I guess that'd be cool. Like it'd be 2 different aspects of Pokemon. We'd have gyms and like Trials, but better. That'd be cool. Like I guess the other regions are hinted at a lot, but you cannot go to them. Cannot be capped. So I guess Sinnoh and Ho and everything is hinted, but we can't go to them yet. Maybe again they will be released as DLC later on. Everyone who feels like the new games are going to be tragedies and failures just need to be patient. I've been a Pokemon fan all my life, and these games are going to the best. Nintendo have outdone themselves completely with these games, and it'll amaze you just how epic they will be. Which is, you know, what you want to hear. That text alone is what you want to hear. I have no idea when the announcement will be, but all I can say is get yourself a Switch. Downloadable remakes are in the works. They are the follow-up games, but don't expect them anytime soon, 2020 at the earliest. But to be fair, if they're making a game this big, I think the hype for it's gonna span over 2 years, at least. Like, at least. As amazing as this game sounds, I think we can wait to 2020 if all of this is correct with this new game. And especially if they bring out, like, DLC for it as well. But again, Diamond Pro Remakes, bring on my way. This is all there is for these games. Thanks for taking the time to listen. You will see I'm right once these games release at the back end of this year. And that is everything about this leaked post, guys. So what do you think about everything that I've gone over? There is a lot of information, you know. I don't know, it sounds very, very exciting. This was released yesterday at half 5 in the morning. But yeah, everything about it, new Eeveelution, new legendaries, the new region, I don't know. I'm super stoked for it. I think it's going to be really, really good. 2020 Down and Pro remakes as well. I guess they'll be making them amazing as well. I'm just super excited. It's such a cool time to be a Pokemon fan, especially with stuff like this happening. But yeah, I'm just super stoked, man. I'm really, really excited. I hope you guys are as well. But that is everything for this video. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like down below. It really helps about the video channel, all that good stuff. Remember my second channel, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram channel, Discord, and Patreon can all be found in the description down below as well. That is everything from me though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. And until next time, guys, peace.